It's high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Join us all winter long as we feature live San Juan and Monticello basketball. Now, without further delay, we send you courtside for tonight's action. Welcome to High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Rhett Sifford welcoming you live to San Juan High School this early evening for some 2A state tournament basketball here tonight as the San Juan boys will be hosting the St. Joseph Jayhawks tonight. We welcome you in. It is Rhett Sifford. Bobby Bowering will be joining us a little bit later, and we do thank you for listening tonight. This is possibly going to be our last video game of the season on StreamUtah.Live and Red Rock 92. We'll see how it goes, and of course we're hoping that San Juan can advance tonight and then head up on a long trip north to Draper this weekend, and then hopefully after that they'll be making a trip to Richfield next weekend to conclude the state tournament. So it's you're looking at 5 wins in a row in order to win a state championship, and so that's what is at stake here tonight. It's a win or go home situation tonight and Saturday afternoon. These first 2 games would get you into the rest of the state tournament at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield. And so the Broncos looking to start the tournament here this afternoon or evening on a strong note and take care of the St. Joseph Jayhawks. It might be kind of tough looking down at this team. They are also initialed as SJ, so we got 2 SJ teams facing each other here this evening. And when you take a look at this matchup here, we'll start it off here in the pregame show with the Jayhawks. And they come into this thing ranked 23rd in the state. And, of course, it's all seeding now. It's not just rankings. The bracket is set, and we begin here this evening at San Juan High School. It's number 10 San Juan versus number 23 St. Joseph. The winner will advance to take on either number 7 Draper APA, or likely number 7 Draper APA, or number 26 Freedom Prep Academy. Those are the 2 teams squaring off tonight in Draper. And so the 2 winners of those 2 games, or of these 2 games, will advance to play each other. And so again, the St. Joseph Jayhawks, the 23 seed, they're 6-17 on the season. I could not find any game history on these 2 teams. And in fact, this team was not in my records going all the way back as early, I should say, as 2013. I have never seen them personally play. I know that at least one of our girls' teams did travel up to Ogden to play them. I believe that may have been the Monticello Lady Buckaroos a few years ago. But I have never personally seen them play. No game history between San Juan and St. Joseph, at least on Max Preps, and I think that goes back to 2019. So not sure as far as how these 2 teams stack up, but when you look at the Jayhawks, this team comes into the state tournament having lost 12 of their last 13 games, and oddly enough, their only win in that time period was on January 31st, so it's been a few weeks, against the team that San Juan would likely play if they advance to this Saturday's game, and that's Draper APA. So that's really kind of an interesting common opponent, or not common opponent yet. The Broncos are hoping that's the case, but so this team defeated Draper APA a few weeks ago at the end of January, and that's their only win going all the way back to December. Before that, their most recent win was against Utah Military Academy Hill Field, 100-65 final on December 13th before Christmas. So it's a team that obviously has struggled a bit here down the home stretch of the season and is looking for an upset win here this afternoon. They're coached by Chad Loosemore, who's in his 2nd year, and he has an 8-32 record at the helm of the Jayhawks. Taking a look at the stat leaders for this team, and it's Gavin Donovan, the senior, leading the way with an average of 15.5, just over 15.5 points per game for St. Joseph. They got a couple Gavins on this team. Gavin Donovan, the leading scorer. Gavin Wolf, also a senior, is averaging just over 14 points per game for the Jayhawks. Gunnar Windsor just under 9 points per game. Chase Friedberg, I believe it is, a junior, averaging just under 7 points a game. Then it's Declan Jurosik, who's averaging just under 6 points per game. So that's the top 5 for St. Joseph. Field goal percentage-wise, it's Friedberg, the junior, leading the way. He's hit 40% of his shot attempts this season from the floor. Gavin Wolf, 37%. Declan Jurosik, 35%. Gavin Donovan, 34%. And Gunnar Windsor, 29%. That rounds out the top 5. Three-point shooters, Gavin Wolf leading the way with 29 three-pointers on the year. Gunnar Windsor has 25. Gavin Donovan, 16. Declan Jurosik, 12. And Chase Friedberg, 10. And underneath the bucket, leading and rebounding, Gavin Donovan, 145, and he is heads and shoulders above everybody else. The next highest rebounder, Chase Friedberg at 84. Jurosik has 67. Gavin Wolf, 62 rebounds, and Dalton Rorabaugh, 57. So that's a look at the St. Joseph Jayhawks as we get set to go in this 2A Utah State first-round matchup here tonight in Blanding. The San Juan Broncos getting set to host the St. Joseph Jayhawks. Welcome to the High School Hoops pregame show tonight as the crowd starts to filter in. Rhett Sifford on hand with you tonight. And like I said just a little bit ago, Bobby Bowering's going to be joining us in just a few minutes. We'll take a quick break and we'll return with the pregame show in just a minute as we take a look at the San Juan Broncos. Stay with us. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Red Mechanical specializes in commercial and large residential projects, providing our customers in the Four Corners area with reliable mechanical services since 1989. What was once a local plumbing company based in Blanding has now completed projects all over the Four Corners area. Our goal is to provide outstanding service with the right solutions, using the latest technology to extend equipment life and reduce energy costs. Give us a call, come by, or visit redmechanical.com.
Since 2009, Blue Mountain Hospital has set the standard for rural health care, bringing excellence in healing, quality care, and inspired staff to San Juan County. We offer the county's only accredited sleep center, compassionate labor and delivery, top-tier emergency care, and flexible dialysis options. At BMH, our comprehensive services are delivered by a passionate team. Visit bmhutah.org to learn more. We can't wait to meet you.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Welcome back to San Juan High School on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. It's High School Hoops tonight. Rhett Sifford now joined by Bobby Bowering. And Bobby, this will possibly be the last game we get to do together. Should be a fun one tonight with a little state tournament action starting here.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love the playoffs. It's always got a different vibe to it.
It does.
Everything's on the line, and yeah, I love playoff basketball. It's fun.
Yeah, it's rare to show up at San Juan High School and actually have a parking spot I can pull into, because normally there's girls games and JV games going on, so it's normally packed out before we get here, but the crowd just kind of starting to come in right now. We've already talked about the Jayhawks of St. Joseph. Want to take a look at the San Juan Broncos now, and they come in having just gotten back above 500. They're 12-11 on the season, ranked 10th. And Bobby, they're playing some of the best basketball we've seen them play all year. 4-game win streak for them. They've won 6 of their last 9.
Oh yeah, San Juan, they've about to a T. What you want to do is be playing your best basketball at the end of the year, and They were on a good little 4-game winning streak here. I think they're playing with a lot of confidence.
Yep.
And, I mean, that's all you can ask for. I mean, it's anybody's ball game when it gets to the playoffs. It's just that one game at a time mentality here.
Right.
And just go out and win the next night, and you can find yourself in a really good position here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, some nice wins over these course of the past couple weeks. Obviously, the upset over North Summit a couple weekends ago. Nice finish to the regular season against Grand County this past weekend, and so obviously the Broncos have a little momentum as they come in here tonight. Just want to take care of business against this St. Joseph team and not look past them, like you said, one game at a time.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know, high school kids are so weird, and I mean, kind of with my experience coaching
Yes.
and stuff, I mean, they play as good as they think they are, I feel
Right.
like. And,
Yep.
and, you know, sometimes that's a hard thing to get a kid to believe in himself and play like that, but I think that's kind of where the Broncos are getting at right now. I mean, you can just see it in their countenance. They're carrying themselves with a lot more confidence. They're playing a lot more confident, and I think that's why we've been seeing them play their best basketball here. So
Yeah, and I've talked about this for the last couple weeks. That really rough weekend that they had up north, it was basically the turning point of this season. And I put in my article this past week in the San Juan Record, sometimes you have to lose to win. And that tough weekend where they lost a couple real gut-wrenching games that they probably should have won has really been, they came back from that. They had some bonding time, I think, as a team. And it's been a different team since that weekend trip.
oh, yeah, you learn so much about yourself when you lose, especially heartbreakers like that. I mean,
Yeah.
both those games, I mean, just the worst possible ways to lose basketball games. But without games like that, it's hard to look inside yourself and, you know, really have some hard discussions either with yourself or with your teammates and as a team as a whole to figure out where you need to get to. And so, you know, we always say it, you either win or you learn, and I think San Juan did a really great job of that. I think they've learned a lot from those, and yeah, they've just grown so much throughout the season. It's really fun and exciting to see how they're playing right now. So
I like to see the players coming out on the court, some of them sporting shiners. I don't know if that's been more bonding activities or what's going on there. Maybe they were heart-to-heart with some of their wrestling buddies who just finished up at the state tournament this past weekend.
I guess so, maybe.
Well, taking a look at the stat leaders for the Broncos coming in, Trip Palmer, who's been leading it all year for San Juan, averaging exactly 16 points a game now. Cole Duke has had a great second half of the season. He's up to an average of about 11 points per game. Jagger Neves just under 10 points per game. Jake Ivins at 8.5 almost, and Jayton Knight rounds out the top 5 with 6 points per game for San Juan. Field goal shooting, Chase Palmer leads the way, and that's not a shock. He's an inside man, 50% for him. Still at 32. He's had 32 shots and has made 16 of them. I'm not saying he only shoots from under the bucket, but a lot of them probably.
Gets
so
his work done there,
that's
though.
right. McNaughton, 48% on the year. Cole Duke, 41%. A lot of his shots from long range, so that's a nice percentage. Trip Palmer, 39% on the year, and Jake Ivins, 36%. Three-point shooters this season. Cole Duke, you talk about the long-range shooter for San Juan. He's got 33s now. I think he hit 6 in that 2-game, maybe it's the last 2 games of the season against Monticello and Grand County. Hit 6 3-point baskets among those 2 games. So pretty good, strong regular season finish for him. Jayton Knight has 23 trays on the year. Brigham Nielsen, 18, so you can always count on him off the bench. Jagger Neves has 15 threes, and Trip Palmer with 14. Rebounding, I mean, everybody up above 100 now in the rebounding game for San Juan. Trip Palmer leads with 186. Jagger Neves, 150. Jake Ivins, 140. George McNaughton, 130. And Cole Duke, 100. I know one of the mantras for Coach Easton Nielsen is crash the boards. You know, get in there, make sure and win the rebounding game. And when you see the rebounds spread out that evenly among all 5 of your starters, that's really nice to see.
Yeah, I think that's a telltale sign that they're doing what they're coached to do, and, you know, kudos to that coaching staff. I think they've really made an effort to go back to the fundamentals and the basics of the game of basketball, and it's made the biggest difference for this team. And, yeah, they're rebounding well, they're playing defense well, they're playing unselfish basketball. Just all those little things is accumulated into what we see now. So,
yeah, and those have been the trends we've been seeing, just doing those things that it takes to be successful in the game of basketball here these past few games. We've been looking into the players' eyes all year. Like we said, there was that change when they came back for those home games against Duchesne and North Summit, and it's been a team that's continued to play with that confidence. But, man, when you talk about rebounding, the offensive rebounds are so huge really usually will lead to points when you give yourself second chance opportunities. They've been doing that so well lately.
Yeah, it is, and it is such a heartbreaker for the other team to give up second chance points, and San Juan's done a really, really good job crashing the boards hard. And I mean, like you said on the stats, it's not just one of the kids either. It's all 5 of them. They're doing what they're supposed to, and good things are happening. So
that's really good in a team sport. That's what you got to do is play as a team. So the Broncos have really come in their own these last couple weeks, and we'll look to see if they can carry that momentum into the state tournament. It's quite possibly, unless there's some sort of a major upset up in Draper tonight, going to be the final home game of the season. Everything else would be on the road, and the Broncos don't necessarily care about that. They're going to take it one game at a time, try to advance in this state tourney, and we'll see where things go each game. We're going to take another quick break, and when we return, we'll get set for the call of the starters and the opening tip here tonight in Blanding. Stay with us. San Juan Broncos getting set to take on the St. Joseph Jayhawks tonight in the 2A boys first round. We'll return in a moment. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Last year I was at my lowest, going through some pretty serious depression. A couple of friends of mine stopped by the house and said they were worried about me. Said they'd feel a lot better if they could hold on to my firearms until things turned around. I think they saved my life.
If your loved ones are struggling, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home, because things do get better.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
As your kids grow up, you can't prevent this, but you can prevent 6 types of cancer. With the HPV vaccination recommended for boys and girls starting at age 9. So talk to your doctor and visit cancerutah.org/HPV for more information.
You don't have to be sidelined by sports injuries in San Juan County. Precision Rehab provides physical therapy in Monticello and Blanding, as well as Montezuma Creek and Monument Valley, where our therapists have helped athletes of all ages get back in the game since 1996. Precision Rehab is dedicated to restoring you and your loved ones to peak performance when pain and injury slow you down. We offer innovative, effective treatments that make a difference. Treatment is covered by most insurances, including Medicare. Call 435-678-3869 for an appointment. That's 435-678-3869. Or find out more at PrecisionRehabUtah.com.
Here at Lisle Northern Electric, we take pride in our highly qualified team, dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need commercial, residential, or solar electrical services, our certified experts are ready to meet your needs. We are proud to support our community, especially our youth and high school athletics. Lisle Northern Electric, serving our community since 1957.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, we're proud to sponsor San Juan High School athletics.
Looking to buy, sell, or refinance your home or property? Ask for the professionals at Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency. Anderson Oliver Title has provided title insurance and real estate closing services in San Juan and Grand Counties for 25 years. Anderson Oliver Title isn't just another out-of-town company. It's the only locally owned and operated title company in southeastern Utah. The owners and employees at Anderson Oliver Title are excited to support our communities and are proud to support high school athletics and activities.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School. It is the 2A State Boys first round tonight here at San Juan High. And the San Juan Broncos, ranked number 10 in the state, getting set to host the number 23 St. Joseph Jayhawks. We're glad you've joined us. We're getting set for the national anthem here, and we're going to turn it up and let you hear that. I know the call of the starters doesn't translate super well, so I'll probably take it back myself and call those for you, but we are getting set for the national anthem here tonight as the San Juan Broncos get set to host the St. Joseph Jayhawks. Always weird to have two teams with SJ as their initials. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. And so it looks like they're ready for the national anthem. We'll go ahead and turn it up and have a listen as we get set to go. Excellent rendition of the national anthem tonight. Bobby, you might have to help me with a name on that.
It's a Bake girl. I can't remember what they said the first name. Shaylee, maybe?
Shaylee Bake. I know I've heard that.
It's one of the Bake girls. So.
All right. Well, there you go. Good rendition tonight. Now we're going to get the starters as the Jayhawks will be the first to be called. The visiting team tonight, it'll be number 11, 5'11", senior guard Gunnar Windsor. Hey, we got a kid coming out without his jersey on, so I can't. He's got a coat over
there. We go. 12, I
12,
think.
all right. That's 5'10", senior guard Declan Yarosik. Number 13, 6'3", senior guard Gavin Donovan. 23, senior guard Gavin Wolf. And let's see. Oh, hey. Oh, wow. So this is weird. I've got to choose these guys here. This is interesting. So I've got to enter all these in again real quick. There we go. We got the screen up right now. 15 was the last guy. 6'2", senior center forward Jack Brooks. And I'll put the other ones in. We'll just make sure here in just a sec. But let me get the San Juan Broncos here real quick. It's the usual suspects. I'm going to start with who I see. 31, 6'1", junior guard Cole Duke. Number 55, 6'4", junior forward Trip Palmer. Number, 3, 5'10", senior guard Jake Ivins. Number 5, 6'1", senior forward Jayton Knight. And then it'll be number 2, 6'1", junior guard Jagger Neves. Let's see who I don't have yet for.
I think it was number 13.
Okay. That'd be Gavin Donovan. That would be correct. So
big man.
That's right. He's a 6'3", senior guard. And it will be Donovan going up against Trip Palmer on the tip. Well, maybe not. Donovan's going to step out of there, and we'll see. Now we got a kid wearing 23 I don't have on the roster. So that's not great. Oh, wait, I've got him in there. He's not on the bench.
Yeah, they're having a discussion down here with the St. Joseph players.
Oh, they're taping up a hand here, it looks like.
Some sort of a uniform type
I will tell you, the coach came over here, and I had gone down to ask him about names, and he came over saying that he left his varsity book at home, so he actually used my roster to fill out his
there you go.
sheet. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be accurate tonight.
Coming in handy.
Since he went off of my sheet. So that's kind of rare. Coach Loosemore. And we get set for the opening tip here tonight, 8 minutes on the clock as we get set to get underway in the 2A Utah boys first round. Trip Palmer wins the opening tip. The Broncos will possess to start us off. And it's Ivins going to Knight, now right corner for the long-range shooter off the mark from Cole Duke. San Juan gets that offensive rebound that we talked about, though. But now it's stolen away by St. Joseph, so the Broncos commit the first turnover of the game. There's a shot off the glass, no good from Gunnar Windsor as he tried to lay it up. Now down into the corner, a three rims out off the hand of Gunnar Windsor. So Windsor with a couple tries there, missed both of them. But offensive rebounds for both teams in their first possessions. And now San Juan gets their second rebound of the game. They have it set up in the offensive end. Jagger Neves on the right wing. And he will look up top for Duke. Duke tries to send it back down into the right corner, but it's tipped out of bounds by Jurosic, and it will stay with San Juan with 14 seconds on the shot clock.
And a really fast pace coming out here for both teams. That both those possessions, both teams kind of getting quick shots up and looking for both teams to kind of settle here, which San Juan's doing a better job on this possession doing that.
Trip Palmer in traffic will lay it up and in. And the Broncos are on the board 2-0. You think that, I don't know, with butterflies in this game maybe here in the early stages, do you think?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, like we talked about playoffs, there's just always a different vibe and a different feel when it comes to it. So there might be a little bit of that here to start the game off.
There was a college three from Gunnar Windsor, no good. Rebounded by San Juan. We've had a lot worse starts on the year, so San Juan already on the board, and they're going to try to go again here, but no for Jayton Knight on the three. San Juan trying to steal this back away. They will. I think that was a rebound for St. Joseph, and then San Juan gets the steal. So the Broncos have another opportunity here. Jagger Neves has it in the right corner. Bounce it up top on the wing for Ivins. Now left side for Duke. He's open enough. He'll take the three, and he hits it. The Broncos are up 5-0.
A good shot there by Cole Duke. St. Joseph's came out in that 1-3-1 trap defense. So kind of on the wings right there is where you're going to find some open shots. And so if the Broncos can continue to keep hitting that, I'm sure St. Joseph will have to switch out of that defense and get into something new here.
Gavin Donovan got away with a double dribble right there. He tried to go around the back. He actually caught the ball and then dropped it. I think it was maybe so awkward the refs just let him have it. But now he'll drive right to the bucket. Little lob up off the glass and in. So St. Joseph is on the board. And it's 5-2. Oh, nice bounce pass through traffic intended for Trip Palmer. Palmer unable to snag that, though. It goes out of bounds untouched, and that'll be a turnover against San Juan.
And not a bad look there from the Broncos, and the Broncos coming out in a full court press here, but St. Joseph does a pretty good job. They did a good job breaking it until they turned the ball over.
Yeah, Jurosic couldn't handle the pass right through the hands there, out of bounds, so the two teams trade turnovers here. And San Juan will get it back as Ivins walks it across. 5.5 to go in the opening quarter. Broncos have led from the start. It's a 5-2 lead right now. Wide open, Cole Duke from three out of the corner, no good. And if he gets hot, I don't know why they're leaving him so open right now. But it's a rebound for St. Joseph. And the Jayhawks have it set back up in the offensive end. In the left corner, it is Brooks. Drives through traffic, now kicks. Gavin Wolf, straightaway three, no good. Rebounded by San Juan. And here come the Broncos. Jagger Neves on the run. Nice little dish underneath. Trip Palmer missed the layup, though. And it's rebounded by St. Joseph. That's one they'd like to have right there.
Yeah, you can ask for a better possession there from San Juan. Jagger with a great assist there. And hopefully, those will start to fall here for a trip here.
Declan Jurosic missed a three, and that's rebounded by San Juan. The Broncos in quick transition. Trip Palmer, straightaway three. He's wide open and drains that. So he redeemed himself after missing the layup. He said, I'll take the three instead. 8-2 San Juan. We are almost halfway through the first quarter already. There's a three on the way from Windsor, no good. Rebounded by San Juan. And right now the Broncos are forcing the outside shot, or at least that's what St. Joseph is electing to do, and they haven't heated up from that location yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm curious to see what their stats are on the year because they're just settling for kind of some of these outside shots. But if you're San Juan, you'll live with that all day long. I mean, those are very low percentage shots.
Now the Broncos get it into a wide open Jagger Neves, and he missed a close-in shot here. So the Broncos have missed a couple opportunities that they probably would like to have on the stat sheet. Now Neves gets a hand on the basketball, and that forces a travel against Jack Brooks. So the Jayhawks will turn it back over to San Juan, and we are exactly halfway through the first quarter now.
Yeah, good job. San Juan's defense has been stellar here in the first half of this first quarter. 2 points and just a lot of bad shots by St. Joseph, and got to be happy with it.
And Jayton Knight finds Trip Palmer right of the bucket, and he doesn't make a mistake this time as he rolls it up and in. And now underneath the basket a little too far. Urosic had the shot go off the underside of the rim. Coming back the other direction, Cole Duke could not make a shot. He got a little too far under the basket there, and that's rebounded by St. Joseph.
Yeah, the fast pace kind of just continuing here in the first quarter for both teams. A lot of up and down here.
Yeah, and I think, Bobby, you just mentioned the defense. And that's one thing we didn't really talk a whole lot about in the pregame show that has been outstanding for San Juan lately. Not only the rebounding, but the defensive game has been excellent for them as well.
Yeah, it has, and I think that's been a big part of the success. It's led to a lot of good offense for San Juan, and obviously defense wins championships. We all know that, right?
That's right. That's right. I think, yeah, that was a turnover on St. Joseph as they send it out of bounds on the near side. San Juan calls a timeout with 3:23 left in this first quarter, and the Broncos up 10-2. They've had the advantage since the start. High school hoops today on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by Bradford Tire at the center of it all at 39 East Center in Blanding. Colleen Kays, author of The 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power. Creative Floors, covering all of San Juan County's carpet and flooring needs. Crowley Construction, dirt, roads, driveways, and more. For any job, big or small, call Crowley Construction. And Dependable Auto Repair, Brad Stoddard and crew, get the job done. And we are back underway after this timeout. A turnover on St. Joseph, so the Broncos have the ball. Trip Palmer spinning in front of the bucket. Missed the shot, though, off just to the left a little. And it remains 10-2. We're down now to 3 minutes to go in this first quarter as Urosic puts up another three, no good. Rebounded by San Juan. Broncos back the other way. Right to the bucket. Missing the layup try is Jagger Neves. So rebounds for both teams. And now a three out of the corner, and they finally hit one as Gunnar Windsor hits that one, and he's got 3 points. It's a 10-5 lead now for San Juan, and you figure if they take 52 of them during the game, they're going to hit a couple at some point.
One's got to fall here. If you're San Juan here, I think you need to settle it down a little bit, get a good shot. I feel like we've been a little discombobulated there, just trying to get some quick shots up, and obviously they haven't been falling, so San Juan needs to be careful, get themselves back into a rhythm offensively.
Here's another three on the way for St. Joseph after Jagger Neves missed a three this way. Both teams miss, and this time it's rebounded by San Juan. Broncos walk it back up. Neves again, hands off to Ivins. In traffic to Trip Palmer, a little long on the shot, and rebounded by St. Joseph. Right now the shooting is a little bit cool here in this first quarter.
I mean, as much as I feel like San Juan's dominated this first quarter, they're still only up 5 here, so.
And there's a long-range shot again, and this time they're going to get their own rebound, and putting it up from 10 feet, no good, is Gunnar Windsor. So back-to-back misses for St. Joseph. Now San Juan has it back in the offensive end, and a three on the way is good for Jagger Neves, and the Broncos lead stretches to 8 points.
Yeah, good job there by Jagger. Again, that wing shot kind of open there in that 1-3-1, and Jagger did a good job knocking that one down.
13-5 for San Juan. St. Joseph has the ball in the offensive end. Driving through traffic is Wolf through the lane, and a nice little hook shot will go for the senior. And it's 13-7. San Juan quickly back in, and Trip Palmer is fouled as he drives through the lane here. This will be on the floor. And looks like it's going to be on Gavin Wolf. I think he signaled 32, but I'm guessing it's 23.
Yeah,
there's
32's
not
a 32 out there, so.
So Gavin Wolf guilty of that's our first foul of the ball game.
And I mean, I like that from Tripp. I mean, he's going to go to the bench, but I mean, just love the aggressiveness, him coming down hard into the paint and see if we can get somebody to the foul line here.
Yeah, he had to run a little bit there, so he might have been sucking wind. Coach Nielsen pulls him off as Duke misses a three. Rebound try is no good. And then Jake Ivins is fouled as he goes up for a third try. he'll go to the line and shoot a couple here.
Yeah, and a good job there. Again, offensive rebounding by the San Juan Broncos. I mean, that's 3-on-1 possession. Jake now getting a chance to go to the line. And I thought it was kind of interesting going through your stats pregame. The third leading rebounder on the team was Jake Ivins, your smallest kid out there. So says a lot about him and his character and what he brings to this basketball team.
Well, unfortunately, he misses the first of 2 foul shots here, so he missed a bid to become the fifth guy closing out to have all 5 starters with points, and he misses both. So he'll have to get another try, but the Broncos had a rebound and then have it stolen away. So that'll be an interesting stat, and Coach Nielsen wanted a foul, of course. Driving through traffic, missing a lob layup was Gavin Donovan, and that one's rebounded by San Juan. And Ivins, speaking of, is fouled as he goes through on this drive, and so he'll go to the line again, I believe. That's going to be the second foul on Gavin Wolf.
Yeah, a good job again by Jake, just kind of getting out front, getting down court, putting pressure on that defense, and getting himself back to the line. Hopefully he can take advantage of this trip.
Broncos are up by 6, 13-7 in the final 42 seconds of this first quarter here tonight. Round 1 of the 2A Boys Utah State Basketball Tournament. Home sites today or tonight, and then home sites again on Saturday. And the winners advance to the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield, as Ivins is now on the board. He makes the first of the 2, gets a nice hometown roll on the second as well. So it's an 8-point lead again for San Juan, and all 5 starters have scored at least 2 points now for the Broncos. We're into the final half minute of this opening quarter. There's a spinning shot from Chase Friedberg, no good. Rebounded by San Juan. And the Broncos get it to Cole Duke, who drives the bucket. Boy, I guess they say that was a clean block by St. Joseph. And the Broncos get their own rebound on the play, so they've got another opportunity with the shot clock off here. Ivins goes right side for Knight. Back to Knight. He'll put up the 3 a little bit long. And again, San Juan saved it from going out of bounds. St. Joseph's going to get the last shot at the buzzer here, though. And it falls off to the right side. So that's how the quarter ends, a 15-7 lead for the Broncos.
Yeah, good. I mean, good first quarter there from San Juan, coming in with an 8-point lead. And I mean, a lot of little things there, some missed layups and different things that could definitely have extended this lead. And I expect to see those kind of shots and things fall here kind of as the game goes on, as the jitters kind of die down and they get a little bit more settled in. So,
all right, it's the Broncos up by 8 at the end of 1 period. We'll take a quick break and return to San Juan High School for the start of the second. Stay with us. It's the 2A Boys State First Round from Blanding High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Did Santa deliver some new Wi-Fi hungry gadgets? Emory Telecom has you covered. Switch to Emory Telecom eFiber Internet right now for free installation and equipment, no term contracts, and discounts for qualified households. Plus, new customers get their first 2 months of internet free. Give Emory Telecom a call right now, 298-8023 in San Juan County, 259-8521 in Moab, or visit EmoryTelecom.com. Emory Telecom, your local advantage.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School as we get set for the second quarter here tonight. The San Juan Broncos hosting the St. Joseph Jayhawks in the first round of the 2A Utah Boys State Basketball Tournament. And now a fresh face in for St. Joseph, and I'm going to probably have to enter him in on the roster. I don't have him. It is Gavin Donovan now down into the corner to number 41. I'm going to guess that may be Nazari Vian, who is on the roster listed as number 40, but I'm not sure. There's a missed shot from Friedberg, rebounded by Ivins for San Juan, and the Broncos coming the other way. There's a whistle as the ball knocked out of bounds on the far side.
Yeah, again, good defensive possession by San Juan. They've done a really good job just forcing really tough shots from St. Joseph. St. Joseph hasn't had anything come easy for sure this first half. So,
well, they do have a man listed as number 41, but that would be Benjamin Betancourt, so I'm not really sure. And we'll go down into the corner for Jayton Knight. He missed the 3, rebounded by St. Joseph. So the Jayhawks will work it back across the line with just over 7 minutes to go here in this second quarter. There's a running lob, no good for Gavin Donovan, but he's fouled as he comes through, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, for St. Joseph, he's probably been your most successful offensively, and that's a good drive there for him to get to the line. And that's the one thing that San Juan does have that, maybe some of these other teams don't, but they got kind of the size to match this kid. He's done a really good job defensively, but offensively, I think he's kind of struggled finding some rhythm down low. So kudos to San Juan again on that end.
It looked like he missed the first shot here. So let's see. I've got trying to figure out my iPad here, but
we missed the front end, got the second one.
Yeah, I think it's just going to have its own mind here, so we might just have to go with it. As, boy, Jayton Knight fighting through traffic and no foul on any play. It's 15-8 for San Juan. Knight couldn't score. I think that was a blocked shot and rebounded by St. Joseph. So the Jayhawks have it in the offensive end, and it is now number 33, Chase Friedberg, with the basketball. They go left side for Donovan. Donovan finds a man open after it looked like San Juan would steal, but missing a layup try here is Rohrbaugh. Rebounded by San Juan, and the Broncos will transition. Jake Ivins on the run, runs into a double team, gets it to George McNaughton, and he went up and down with the basketball, so that'll turn it back over.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy here for both teams, kind of going down, missing shots underneath. So, obviously, hopefully looking for San Juan to clean some stuff up here.
And the Jayhawks have it set back up. It's Jurosic over to the right side for Donovan. He's triple teamed. Trip Palmer tips it away. It comes to Jayton Knight. He'll drive down court, but man, I think he tried to think he was Michael Jordan. He jumped from the free throw line there and had too much gas with the shot off the glass.
Oh, man.
Trip Palmer with the cleanup there, and it's 17-8.
He just knew Trip was coming from behind. He's just trying to set him up for something there.
And now a travel on St. Joseph. We'll turn it back over to San Juan. Yeah, you got to time those jumps, man. Otherwise, the rhythm's not good off the glass there. So San Juan up by 9 points now. That, I believe, is their largest lead of the game. Got a little bit of a delay here. I think just subbing players in here for St. Joseph.
Yeah, I think they're kind of going back to the starting rotation here for St. Joseph. So
giving those starters a breather, I guess, for a minute. And it'll be San Juan walking it back across. Ivins has it, now right side for Knight. Back up top for Ivins. Little drive to the right side, but stops. Hands off to Neves. Neves to the baseline, now sends it back into the lane for Palmer, and he rims in the 8-footer. Speaking of 8, Trip Palmer's up to 8. Broncos are up 19-8 with 5:25 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Trip having himself a good little first half here, and obviously that's what you like to see if you're San Juan, kind of get your best guys going here.
And right now the Jayhawks just working it on the outside. Down into the corner, Jurosic won't shoot it, goes into the lane, and there's that big man, Gavin Donovan, driving through, but kind of off balance, didn't really get a good shot. San Juan pulls down the board, and now they've got an opportunity. Jagger Neves takes the 18-footer, no good, but right there to clean it up. I didn't see who scored. Was that Knight?
Was Trip. No,
Trip
that was
Palmer.
Trip again. San Juan is just killing it right now on the offensive rebounds. They're just, every time a shot goes up, you got someone here underneath there cleaning it up, and they're getting a lot of second chance points here in the first half.
There's a good play by Jayton Knight to keep control of that ball. Hands off to Trip Palmer, now to Jake Ivins, who scores his first field goal of the night. That makes it 23-8, and we've got 4:37 to go in this first half. It's going to be a timeout for St. Joseph, but the Broncos up by 15. It's just going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. And like you said, right now, San Juan creating a lot of second chance opportunities and capitalizing on those, Bobby.
Yeah, you like to see it, and Trip Palmer's kind of limping himself back to the locker room, so you kind of hope things are good there. Probably just a twisted ankle or something like that. Go back and get that taped up and have him come back out. But, yeah, the hustle's been awesome from San Juan. They've just been out rebounding, out hustling, out executing St. Joseph up to this point. So
the Broncos up 23-8 in this first round state tournament matchup tonight. Yeah, and I'm interested what my score by period is going to say, because my iPad scored the first period as period 0. So it may be ugly. I don't know.
Guess we'll find out here in a couple minutes.
That'll make me sound even less intelligent than I normally do, probably. Jayhawks inbound the basketball out of this timeout, and faking the three, now taking the three is Jurosic, and stays over from long range. And now a whistle on the rebound here. And I think they're going to rule that St. Joseph had the ball, and it'll be a foul on Jagger Neves. So an offensive rebound for the Jayhawks, and that's just the second foul. Well, that's the second foul in this quarter, I guess, for San Juan, and their second foul all game as well.
Yeah, I guess St. Joseph kind of trying to get into the offensive rebound party here. Good job crashing the boards on that last possession.
Well, they lobbed it in, and Gunnar Windsor wasn't expecting it, but it was a perfect pass. So hit him in the hand, and now spinning and hitting the 6-footer is Gavin Wolf. That's a nice shot, and it's 23-10. There's a shot no good, I think, from Cash Palmer.
That was Cole Duke.
Cole Duke, thank you very much.
Yeah, Cole doing a good job running down court and finding him. Just one of those ones that you want him to finish.
Now a 3 on the way from St. Joseph. No good from Gunnar Windsor. Rebounded by San Juan. So a lot of this in this first quarter has been miss and defensive rebound. San Juan has beaten the Jayhawks on the offensive boards. Jayton Knight airballs a shot right here, and that comes down to St. Joseph. So the Jayhawks have it in the offensive end. Re-securing the basketball was Donovan. Now they'll send it out on the perimeter. Urosic at the top of the key. His pass deflected, but it still makes its way to Donovan. Now Urosic is wide open underneath. He missed the shot, but Gunnar Windsor cleans it up with a tap back.
Yeah, San Juan doing a really good job defensively there. And sometimes with those longer possessions, you can just lose a guy, and that's kind of what happened is San Juan just kind of let one of their guys sneak under the basket and ends up 2 points for St. Joseph.
Jagger Neves has it on the wing for San Juan. Now Ivins in the corner, lobs it back up for Jagger Neves. He drives inside the arc and hits the 17-footer. So Jagger Neves back on the score sheet, and it's 25-12 with just under 3 minutes to go in the first half of this round 1 2A Boys State Tournament game.
Man, that little mid-range shot for Jagger's kind of become his wheelhouse here late in the season. It's so tough to defend. I mean, that was a well-contested shot, but Jagger just so good in that mid-range, getting that one to fall.
Windsor misses a 3 for St. Joseph, and now Cole Duke is going to steal a pass down court for the easy layup for the San Juan Junior, and the Broncos' lead is 15.
Yeah, good. Again, defense just transitioning over to easy offensive points there for San Juan.
And that came off a St. Joseph offensive rebound. So the Broncos are actually able to steal it away there and create points of their own. That's that defensive transition there. Now losing the handle, I guess it was deflected away from Gavin Wolf by Palmer there, Cash Palmer, and so it'll stay with St. Joseph here with 16 on the shot clock.
Now looks like we got 2 more subs coming in here for San Juan. You got Baylor Nielsen coming in, the junior, and then you've got the freshman, Brick Palmer, coming in here to get some varsity minutes. So,
and St. Joseph trying to work in on the defense for the Jayhawks, and now there's a shot from the left side, no good from Gavin Wolf. The rebound bounces out of bounds in favor of, oh, I'm sorry, it's going to be actually a foul here on San Juan.
Yeah, and that'll be, I think, no, that's 3 on San Juan, so they still got a couple here before they got to worry about any bonus situation. So
who got that foul?
I think they gave that to Brig Palmer, the freshman.
We don't normally call his name, but here's a shot out of the corner, no good for Gavin Wolf. He airballed the 3. He's hearing it from the student section over there. And I think, was this also a foul?
No, well, yeah, they did. They called a foul on St. Joseph, also on number 13. He kind of came through the back of the guy. So good job from San Juan, kind of getting in position there and drawing that foul.
So it was a defensive rebound for the Broncos, and now Jagger Neves will walk it up for San Juan. Baylor Nielsen hands back to Neves. Now to Nielsen again on the right wing. He'll lob it cross court. That was deflected, I think. Trip Palmer's right there to get it. He's in a double team. His pass deflected, and it's actually going to be stolen.
Yeah, good hands there from St. Joseph. Cash had good position down low, but just didn't allow that entry pass to get down to him.
They'll dish it back out high, and now driving to the bucket. Underhand lob, no good for Gavin Wolf. Rebounded by San Juan. Broncos are on the run. Jagger Neves with a shake and bake, and he's hammered as he goes into the lane. I'm guessing they're going to call that on the floor, but he did have a shooting motion. They will give him continuation here, looks like.
Yeah, it does look like you're going to send Jagger to the line here.
And that will be the first of the evening on Chase Friedberg. So Neves will go to the line for San Juan here with 1:10 to go in the half. Nothing but net on the front end there.
Yeah, we haven't had too much foul shooting tonight.
No.
So, yeah, kind of hard to critique it or whatever. I mean, I think San Juan's done a pretty good job for the times they have gotten there, but just not too much foul shooting, which is not always a bad thing. So
we'll see if Neves can add to the lead here. It's up to 16 right now, and he does. Great foul shooting there as he hits nothing but the net on both of those two. And now the Jayhawks will walk it back up. Gunnar Windsor's pass is deflected, now stolen by San Juan. Trip Palmer weaves his way through the D. Oh, I thought Nielsen might take the three. He was wide open, but instead comes in and lobs up the 6-footer. No problem there. Nothing but net on that shot.
Yeah, good job. And San Juan's been playing all man-to-man defense this whole half, but now they're coming out in this half-court press defense, trapping, and that's 2 straight turnovers that they've been able to create.
That time Cole Duke steals it away, and there's a great pull-up J for Trip Palmer.
And no, he's feeling it if he's knocking stuff down like that.
33-12 now as the Broncos start to really take command. There was a nice hit. They're just going to let him play. Trip Palmer down court. Oh, they call him for a travel as he slid. Of course, they could have called the obvious foul down here, but so the Broncos will turn it back over on the turnover.
Yeah, a lot of fast pace here the last couple possessions. But yeah, this little trap defense, this little zone half-court press San Juan's been doing has been doing numbers on St. Joseph's.
The Jayhawks having trouble dialing it in there as Friedberg wildly misses the three. San Juan pulls down the board, and just a couple seconds ago, I'd have heckled me if I were you, Bobby. I'm pretty sure I said they turned it over on the turnover. I don't know if you heard that, man.
I don't know if I caught that or not.
That was awesome, wasn't it? I didn't see who made that basket right there at the buzzer here. See if I can see on the replay as Jagger Neves did a great job dribbling through the middle there. And let's see, it's a pretty delayed rebound here, or replay. It was Neves himself. A little give and go with Trip Palmer. So Jagger Neves scores the last bucket of the half. He ends the half with 9 points. We'll get to that in more detail in a minute. But the San Juan Broncos in command after 16 minutes of this first round 2A Utah Boys State basketball game, 35-12. Over St. Joseph. We'll take a break. We'll come back for first half stats. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Blue Mountain Foods is Monticello's hometown grocer and a proud supporter of our schools and sports teams. Blue Mountain Foods offers a full-service meat department, fresh deli, bakery, curbside pickup, and more. Check BlueMTNFoods.com for weekly specials and online shopping. Blue Mountain Foods is open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday at 64 West Center Street. Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer.
No matter what you've got planned for the weekend, a home makeover, a landscaping project, a backyard barbecue, your neighbors at Red's Ace Hardware in Blanding have what you need. You'll find great buys on paint, tools, and yard and garden supplies. Not to mention grills, patio furniture, and pool care essentials. We carry top brands like Clark & Kensington, Craftsman, Scotts & Weber, and our helpful associates can answer all your questions. For national brands and local expertise, you can always count on Red's Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Desert Rivers Credit Union is proud to team up with the communities in our corner of the state. A nationwide network of ATMs and branches, full line of mortgage products, local decision-making, low fees, and great rates for every credit score are just a few of the things we bring to the team. And to top it off, we are for people, not profit. Come by and meet our team at one of our 4 branch locations or visit desertriverscu.com. We love our communities and are proud to support our youth.
Did you know 1 in every 8 women will get breast cancer in their lifetime? If you're a woman over 40 with a family history of breast cancer, you might be at a higher risk. Early detection is your best protection against breast cancer and could help save your life. Each month, the Utah Navajo Health Service mobile mammography truck visits locations throughout San Juan County. Visit unhsinc.org or call 435-651-3700 to schedule your mammography today.
TaylorMade Wooden Heritage is the Four Corners source for high-quality, beautiful, and long-lasting custom residential and commercial cabinetry for over 50 years. TaylorMade Monuments designs custom monuments and headstones crafted with care and artistry to honor your loved ones for generations. TaylorMade is family-owned and operated and offers competitive pricing. Call them today for a free quote. 435-678-2523. TaylorMade Wooden Heritage and TaylorMade Monuments, proud sponsors of San Juan High School sports.
San Juan County Adult Education empowers students to gain the technical, business, or college skills necessary to enter the workforce. At San Juan County Adult Education, adult learners are given the opportunity to reach their personal, educational, and career goals. Students can earn a high school diploma, obtain a GED, increase their wage earning potential, and decrease barriers to self-reliance. To learn more, visit any USU Learning Center in San Juan County or email Gina Grover at jgrover@sjsd.org.
Welcome back to San Juan High School. It's halftime in round one of the 2A Utah Boys State Basketball Tournament. And the San Juan Broncos in full command after 16 minutes, 35-12 the score. We'll take a look at some stats as we've got a little moment here at halftime. And we'll start with some shooting. And the Broncos not too shabby, Bobby, in that first half. 14 of 33 for 42%. And so doing well. And really when you take a look at it, 48% from two-point range, 30% from three-point range.
Yeah, you got to love that, and I think a lot of that's coming out of the second quarter too, because they had a couple miss there in the first quarter, so I think they really got it dialed in there, and I'm sure that they just are going to keep that rolling here.
On the other hand, St. Joseph is 16% after one half, just 5 of 31, so they've got some work to do, that's for sure. And again, San Juan 30% from three-point range, they're 3 of 10. And let's see, one of St. Joseph's 5 buckets came from long range, 1 of 15 for 7% from beyond the arc. Free throw shooting, San Juan 4 of 6 at 67%, and the Jayhawks 1 of 2 for 50%. I've got 6 turnovers for San Juan and 8 for St. Joseph. Couple of blocked shots for the Jayhawks, none for San Juan. 4 steals for San Juan and 3 for St. Joseph. Individual scoring, and we'll start it off with the visitors. Gunnar Windsor leading the way with 5 for St. Joseph. Gavin Wolf has 4, and Gavin Donovan with 3. And the lone three-point basket from Gunnar Windsor. For San Juan, spreading it around very nicely. Trip Palmer has 12 through the first 16 minutes, 9 for Jagger Neves, 5 for Cole Duke, 4 for Jake Ivins, 3 for Jayton Knight, and 2 for Baylor Nielsen off the bench. So all 5 starters are contributing, and even guys off the bench here in that first half, Bobby.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, kind of what stands out to me, I think, is going to be the defensive side for San Juan. I mean, super low shooting percentage for St. Joseph, and I think a lot of that has to do with just how well defensively the Broncos are playing right now. There's been no easy shots for them. Everything's been contested. I mean, if you can get teams to settle for 15 three-point shots and they'll get one of them to fall, I think you'll live with that 10 out of 10 times, so good job.
Yeah, and San Juan obviously has these guys outmatched tonight, but we've said that every game these past 2 or 3 weeks. The Broncos are just not allowing easy looks to the basket, and so what more can you ask from a defense on the basketball court?
Yeah, and I mean, really, it kind of just, they're not doing anything fancy. I mean, for the most part, they're manning up, getting in your face, and I love that mentality. It's, you know, I'm against you, and I'm going to beat you, and I'm going to be better than you, and a lot of these kids out there have that same type of mentality, and I think it's just boding really well for the San Juan Broncos. So, you know, get up in their face and, yeah, just dare you to beat me one-on-one.
There you go. Well, I mentioned the 3 three-point baskets for San Juan, 1 each for Jagger Neves, Jayton Knight, and Cole Duke. So we got a couple minutes left of warm-up. I do need to go down and call or talk with Coach Loosman here to just see if I got a name right on his roster. We'll take a quick break, and we will return for the start of the second half. Again, the San Juan Broncos up over St. Joseph 35-12 after one half of play in the first round of the 2A Boys State Basketball Tournament. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
Holiday Construction is your one-stop source for gravel, concrete, excavation services, and custom hauling. We've proudly served San Juan County with quality and dedication for over 40 years. Call Holiday Construction today at 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community.
The San Juan Credit Union, providing exceptional financial products in southeastern Utah for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. With branches in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff, along with an ATM in Montezuma Creek, access to those products is easier than ever. The San Juan Credit Union offers checking and saving accounts, bill pay, a wide array of loans, and much more, all on a full-service website and mobile app. Plus, they're federally insured by the National Credit Union Association. The San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
Let's talk cancer. Monticello, Utah. If you lived, worked, or attended school in Monticello, Utah from 1941 to 2002 for at least 3 years, you might have a higher cancer risk from uranium tailing exposure. Apply to get a free cancer screening today. One screening could bring peace of mind to you, your friends, and family members, help spread the word, and save a life. Screenings are available for a limited time through San Juan Public Health. Call today, 435-587-3838, or visit sanjuanpublichealth.org to apply.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School as we get underway in the second half, and the San Juan Broncos waste no time getting on the scoreboard once again as Trip Palmer lays that one up and in on a nice pass down low from, didn't see who, I think it was Cole Duke who sent it in. And now San Juan steals the ball away from St. Joseph, who had trouble in the corner with it. The ball will bounce out of bounds after a Cole Duke attempt here, and it looks like in favor of St. Joseph.
Yeah, good fast start here from San Juan, and, you know, I'm sure the message at halftime here from Coach Nelson was, you know, keep the pedal down. Like, let's not mess around with this thing. Let's just get business taken care of, and we can start setting our sights to Saturday.
And defensively, they just continue to dominate as they steal again. Cole Duke, they send Jayton Knight down court for the easy layup. Well, it wasn't easy. At least he didn't make it look easy there. I guess he went flying out of bounds while he scored, shooting backwards. There's a shot no good for Gavin Wolf. And San Juan, a couple of defensive rebounds there. And now Cole Duke thought about the three, but he'll go down in the corner instead to Ivins. Ivins works his way through the baseline to the bucket. Handed off to Trip Palmer, who missed the shot. I think Ivins may have put one up as well. So I think that was an offensive rebound for San Juan, and now the ball out of bounds against the Broncos.
Yeah, good hustle there from that St. Joseph player. And San Juan kind of started running this half-court defensive set before half, and they must have liked it because they've came out these last couple possessions here doing the same thing. So,
and we are just over a minute into the second half. Now the Broncos will steal it away again as St. Joseph throws the interception. Jagger Neves is fouled as he comes down court, and he will go to the line with continuation to shoot a couple here.
Yeah, great job by Jagger just getting down court. And I mean, I always love it when the offense gets out running and don't allow the defense to get set and kind of put the pressure on him. That was a good job by Jagger, and another chance to get some easy points here for him.
And it looks like that foul's on number 11, Gunnar Windsor. So I think that's 3, that's 5, 6. That's just 6 fouls all night so far against St. Joseph, and this has been a really mild game compared to some that we've seen here on this court.
Yeah, no, really clean game out here by both teams, and yeah, like you said, a little bit change of a pace here, but San Juan doing a good job knocking that second end of that foul shot down by Jagger. So
missed one, made one, and now St. Joseph has it back in the offensive end. A little lob back up top for Gavin Donovan. He finds a man underneath, and there's a nice little reverse layup for Gavin Wolf.
Yeah, good finish there at the hoop for him. And, you know, I think St. Joseph has been noticing this too, but San Juan is, I think, one of the reasons they're so tough defensively is they're so long. So much length out there between, you know, Tripp and Jagger, and so much quickness, but them long arms and the length, and it makes it tough to get passes to go through, and they're always just contesting everything.
Well, Ivans got fouled as he drove baseline there by Yarosik. Now Yarosik will go ahead and just steal it away from San Juan. And down court they come. Missing a shot is Windsor. Now the ball out of bounds in favor of San Juan on the rebound.
Yeah, good job getting down there, making that a contested shot again like we've been talking all night. Just not giving him anything easy.
So Windsor missed the shot. San Juan has the basketball back. Left side for Neves, who had the ball stripped away momentarily, but San Juan retains possession. There's a travel, though, on Cole Duke as his mind was working a little bit slower than his feet.
He knew what he wanted to do there, but just couldn't get it to follow.
And so San Juan turns the ball over. Jayhawks inbound with just under 6 to go now. Wow, and that was, I'm not sure who that was intended for, but Windsor throws that one into the locker room, and that'll turn it right back over.
Yeah, safe to say that one might have got away from him there.
Swing and a miss. So, as Jagger Neves stands at the baseline set to inbound, I think Windsor's going to take himself out of the game after that effort and take a little bit of a breather here as St. Joseph subs in Betancourt. We know who this kid is now, Ben Betancourt, which is what was on the roster and what we assumed. Cole Duke misses a 3. And on the rebound, Jayhawks had it. San Juan had it.
Yeah, we're going to get foul on St. Joseph's there. Jayton was able to secure the rebound there, and he kind of just got ran over.
So offensive rebound again for San Juan, and I think that's going to be a foul on Yarosik, if I'm correct. That would be his 3rd, yep. So he's got a foul. And now it'll be the Broncos working it around. Jake Ivins is going to take the 3 and knocks it down. We don't say that every night.
Good job by Jake there. And I don't know, I'm just sitting here looking at it and thinking, I mean, St. Joseph really has not gotten out of this 1-3-1 defense, and just really interesting to watch. I mean, they're just going to live and die by that thing, I guess.
And the Broncos steal it away. Now the ball gets away from Jayton Knight. San Juan turns it back over. So they're unable to capitalize on their own steal. Now Betancourt will put up the 3. That one bounces off and an offensive rebound for the Jayhawks. But now San Juan steals it away again. Jagger Neves all the way down court for the easy layup.
Yeah, again, just a lot of fast-paced basketball here. But San Juan coming out on the on top there with all the back and forth.
Yeah, I had 8 buttons to push on that one play, so I finally got it computed. And now we get a foul here against San Juan. I think that's going to put Jayhawks to the line. Trip Palmer's first of the night, and it will be Gavin Donovan, who clearly kind of seems to be the offensive leader of this team, even though he's not the scoring leader right now.
Yeah, and not to already get talking about this here, but San Juan with a really comfortable lead here going halfway into the 3rd quarter. It's kind of a positive thing. You hopefully get all your guys out of here healthy and kind of get the JV in as quick as you can and keep your guys fresh for this next round coming up on Saturday.
Gavin Donovan makes both, so San Juan will inbound. No press from St. Joseph. Jake Ivins, nice drive into traffic. Dishes off to Knight. He needs a little help, so sends it out high for Palmer, and Broncos are going to reset a little bit here. Hey, Ivins is hot. He'll take another 3.
Feeling himself.
Not this time, but San Juan with an offensive rebound. They battle. A shot no good from Palmer. And now what do we get here? Looks like the ball's going to go over to St. Joseph here.
Yeah, Jake, man, he had the opportunity. He's pulling the trigger on that thing.
I don't know if that was no, it wasn't a foul. Just was
just
a
out of bounds.
Dead ball rebound.
Yep.
So St. Joseph now has it. Boy, San Juan is racking up the steals here in the second half. St. Joseph almost just, Bobby seems to be getting tired of having to try to possess the ball, is the feeling I get here.
I know.
It's getting tired of the San Juan defense here.
It's so frustrating as an offense, though. I mean, you can't get in your sets. You can't even get a shot off half the time. And, I mean, it wears on you. It makes the games long, and it starts to wear down on you. I think we're really seeing that from St. Joseph now.
And now Declan Yarosik in a lot of trouble. The 5'10 senior commits his 4th foul here.
Oh, man.
So he's going to have to come out. Jagger Neves is at the line again for San Juan. I have missed a bucket somewhere. I didn't see who scored their last basket. Was this? It wasn't an ad one. I missed the last bucket before this. Neves,
Yeah, I'm trying
Neves
to
makes
think who it
both
was.
of the foul shots here. I don't know if we can get the Stream Utah guys to rewind it. It was the bucket before those 2 foul shots right there. So
it might have been Jagger again on a fast break. I think he had.
I might just put that in just because, but I'll wait and see if those guys can help us out. But Gavin Donovan is fouled as he goes through for St. Joseph, and this is going to be on Cole Duke. I should have not said anything about the minimal fouling because now we're starting to get a bunch here.
Both teams getting themselves to the line here.
And Donovan makes no mistake as he rolls the first one in. I may just give that bucket to Neves.
Yeah, the more I think about it, I'm pretty confident that was just a fast break layup that Jagger had gotten. It was pretty quick.
And Gavin Donovan makes both foul shots, so it's 47-18. We've got 11 minutes, 45 seconds left in this ball game. 3:45 or 3:46 now left in the third quarter. The Broncos well in command here, up by 29 points. And just continuing to take care of business. Boy, they just challenged Brigham Nielsen here as he's absolutely uncovered in the corner. He missed the 3, and the rebound out of bounds. And I don't know if I said Brigham, I meant Baylor Nielsen. Huh?
Blast from last year, Brigham.
I tell you what. Well, we do have a Brig Palmer in my defense.
That's true.
But that would be Brigger if I mixed those guys' names up. No, so.
Yeah, you got to be careful there.
Yeah. So Nielsen had the miss, and we're getting some cat calls from the student section of it. I don't know what's going on.
I'm not sure either. Chirping at something over there.
I'm tripping because I see a little baby in the student section, and that always weirds you out. But
yeah, I'm not sure whose kid that is.
And there's a shot no good for the Jayhawks, and San Juan with a rebound back the other direction. And there's a 3 for Cole Duke as he makes no mistake. He's back on the sheet. He's got 8, and it's a 50-18 lead for San Juan.
Yeah, I just love the no hesitation there from Cole. Gives a good ball fake. He's wide open, knocks it down. Where do we get, travel on that?
Yeah, Gavin Donovan switching to running back there as he just came through the defense. And they're going to call that on the basketball court. So turnover for St. Joseph. San Juan will walk it back across. Neves over to the left side for Duke. Now on to Trip Palmer into the corner. Duke can't handle a pass but corrals it. Now Baylor Nielsen will go to the baseline for Trip Palmer. Up off the glass, no good. And a player goes tumbling on the rebound. The Georgia, I guess it was Trip Palmer.
Got Trip for the reach.
Knocked him down, but.
I think that is 4 fouls, so 1 more, and then St. Joseph's will be in the bonus here.
Man, I missed a bunch of stuff. I don't trust my iPad tonight either. I don't know what it's doing, so I might blame it on my iPad. But I've got 3 fouls for San Juan, 4 for St. Joseph's. I've missed a San Juan foul somewhere along the way. Missed a bucket that we just gave to Jagger Nielsen, so hopefully that's correct.
That's all right, man. When you're rocking with that Gen 2 iPad, I don't know.
That's right. Now a 3 out of the corner is good for Gunnar Windsor for the Jayhawks, and they haven't had a whole lot to cheer about tonight, but that's a big bucket for them. That makes it 50-21. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. San Juan in command here in round 1 of the 2A Utah Boys State Basketball Tournament. Tough pass from Jagger Neves as Trip Palmer's pretty tall, but that was too much. Palmer had to save it from going out of bounds, and then his return pass from the baseline was too hard over here on the sideline, so San Juan loses possession.
Yeah, that's impressive overthrow Trip. He's got like a 10-foot catch radius.
Yep. Now here's Jurosic driving through. I thought he was going to get his first bucket, but he misses on the lob. San Juan pulls it down. Broncos the other way. Here's a 3 out of the corner, no good for Cole Duke. San Juan with an offensive rebound. Man, Duke took a hit to the head as he drove baseline, so I think he's going to go to the line here.
Yeah, I think so, and it might have. I think I was on the ground, but that does put him in the bonus.
It is
here,
the bonus.
So
yeah.
They're going to get Cole Duke at the line now. So
another offensive rebound for San Juan, and I may have missed some in this game. My stats are always completely unofficial, but I currently do have the Broncos out rebounding St. Joseph 34-25. And I'll have to check. I didn't call offensive rebounds in the first half. I do want to make sure and call that number out in the second after the game's over. So
yeah, San Juan's been doing awesome at that. And yeah, how fast-paced this has been at some moments. San Juan's been able to rack up a bunch of those.
Cole Duke knocks down both foul shots. The Broncos are up by 31, make it 29 as Gavin Donovan drives right through and lays it up and in. He's got 9. That leads Jayhawk scoring. Ivans in traffic is fouled as he goes up for the shot, and he will go to the line.
Yeah, good job by Jake, just putting his head down. It looks like we're going to get Big Cash Palmer coming in here for a substitute, too. I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Nielsen start to trickle in some of these rotation guys here and kind of get some of these starters a little bit of a break.
Cash Money getting set to come back in here. As Jake Ivans makes no mistake on the foul shot. I tell you what, Broncos getting some of their best foul shooting of the year right now in this game. They're up 77%.
Man, you got to love to see that.
And obviously not a whole lot of pressure right now, so that's definitely a factor. But Ivans makes both again. Broncos are up by 31. And 105 seconds to go in the third quarter. St. Joseph with the basketball into the paint. And it looks like Gavin Donovan will draw a Bronco foul here. This will be on Jake Ivans. I wouldn't be surprised if I missed a Jake Ivans foul, Bobby.
Let
me see.
As a betting man, I would be comfortable with that.
Oh, I'd have lost money on that bet.
Oh, man, yeah, that's second on him. So.
I'd have lost me some cash money on that. And Donovan makes the first of 2 here. Makes it a 30-point game. Second shot rolls in. That was almost like he was in his hometown gym. Make it a 29-point game again, 54-25. Now 90 seconds to go in this third quarter. Jayton Knight with some head fakery. Now left side for Cole Duke. Gives it back to Knight. He floats up the 8-footer, no good. Cash Palmer right there for the rebound as he just came in the game. Jake Ivans misses a try. George McNaughton misses a shot. So the Broncos have had 3 shots here. Finally, it's going to be pulled away by St. Joseph, but couple offensive rebounds that time for San Juan.
Yeah, you got George and Cash doing what they do best down there, crashing the boards, just not able to get anything to follow.
And now running into traffic and trouble is Gavin Wolf. Broncos steal it away. Jake Ivans ahead of everybody for the layup. The Broncos back up by 31. 56-25. We're into the final 45 seconds of the third quarter. And Gavin Donovan nearly traveled, is able to get a dish to the right side. Missing the 3 is Chase Friedberg, rebounded by San Juan. Broncos slow it up a little bit. A little bit of a disparity here from the shot clock and the game clock, about 4 seconds. So the Broncos are going to have to shoot here before the final buzzer of the third quarter. And a hush falls over the crowd here as Jake Ivans, they're just letting him stand there and dribble the ball. So
I know, he's just eating the clock here. I don't know. Maybe St. Joseph's ready to.
They're just trying to breathe, I think, in there. And the Broncos actually turn it over as they try to force it into traffic there. So now, a couple steps there for Gavin Donovan. No good on the shot, but a rebound for St. Joseph. 3 ball is no good for Gavin Wolf. And as they battle for the rebound, that is how the period will end. It's a 56-25 lead as the San Juan Broncos and St. Joseph Jayhawks get set to head into the fourth quarter. Broncos in full command here, looking to take down the Jayhawks in round 1 of the 2A Utah Boys State Basketball Tournament. The winner will advance to most likely play Draper APA on Saturday afternoon. We'll take a break and return for the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us, High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
San Juan Building Supply has offered a full range of building supplies to San Juan County for more than 32 years. From the start of your project to the finish, San Juan Building Supply has high-quality products for all your needs, and they can deliver. Drop by 1050 South Main Street in Blanding, call 678-2000, or visit sjvs.com. San Juan Building Supply, a proud sponsor of our local teams.
Welcome back to San Juan High School. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Rhett Sifford alongside Bobby Bowering welcoming you back to Blanding. It's round 1 of the 2A Utah Boys State Basketball Tournament. San Juan ahead of the St. Joseph Jayhawks to start the fourth quarter, 56-25. There's a 3-ball on the way for Gavin Wolf to start out the quarter, no good. Rebounded by San Juan, and the Broncos obviously in full command of this one. We've got a bunch of non-starters out on the floor right now, as I'm going to have to try to collect some names here on the fly. I'll see. I'll probably just end up subbing all these boys in so I can look at it real easy. Cash Palmer, I know him. He's got the ball. Baylor Nielsen on to George McNaughton. He spins into a triple team, fights his way to the bucket, and is unable to score, but a good effort, and it's rebounded by St. Joseph. Jayhawks coming back the other direction. They're going to, no shot, put up the 3 ball again. Gunnar Windsor missing. Rebounded by St. Joseph, though, and there's an effort from Urosic that rims out from 3. Rebounded by San Juan this time.
Yeah, San Juan kind of coming here with the JV kids coming out of the fourth quarter, which I think is a good move. It's always such a fine line trying to get, your varsity kids the time that they need to. But, man, I just know, like, as a coach, that's my biggest fear is to have some stupid injury happen when you're up 30, 40 points, meaningless time. And so I like kind of this approach here, just kind of let these guys finish the game out and get your varsity boys ready to roll for Saturday here. So
there you go. There was, let's see who. I think it might have been Baylor who had the shot blocked there. He doesn't have a whole lot of height, Baylor Nielsen, so he was a little outmatched there by the defensive Gavin Wolf, who now knocks down the 3. I don't have a height listed for Gavin Wolf, but he's about as tall as George McNaughton out there, so that makes him right around 6'3", 6'2". So
yeah, pretty good sized.
And now San Juan's got it in the offensive end, Randall Black. Again, it's going to take me a minute to get these guys subbed in, but another steal for St. Joseph. Obviously, the stats are going to be a little bit different here in this fourth quarter with a bunch of underclassmen in for San Juan, but or guys off the bench. I don't know if they're all underclassmen. Cash is a junior.
Yeah, you got, what do we got? Three juniors, a sophomore, and a freshman out there.
And there's a 3 as Declan Urosic finally breaks through and gets his first bucket of the ball game. Makes it 56-31. Obviously, again, stats are going to be kind of, it's almost, Bobby, like what we got used to seeing with the football team all year. You guys would put in guys who didn't start all game, and so the game would be a lot different in the second half than it was for the rest of the game stats-wise.
Yeah, it's never a bad thing, though, if you
no,
get yourself
that's right.
in that sort of a position.
That's right. As Cash Palmer makes a bucket for San Juan, 58-31. Nice little drive for Black. He's unable to make it fall, though. But now it's George McNaughton on a cleanup try, also no good. Now Cash Palmer misses. So 3 tries there. And now San Juan steals the basketball. And coming the other way, the shot is blocked. As, boy, I'm having a tough time keeping stats now. This is getting outrageous. There's a
make you work tonight.
There's a miss for Gavin Wolf, and I think Urosic was there to get the putback.
So I think we got a foul here, and then after, I think we have a made shot, and then after the shot went in, then they called another push. So the shot's going to count, but then St. Joseph's going to still have possession here underneath.
Yeah, and that'll be, a foul on the floor. Okay, not an add-one opportunity. So the first foul on Brig Palmer.
Okay, we got 2 new big men.
Yeah, now we get other
here.
people coming in, and I unfortunately don't have him on my roster, number 25.
So that is Max Stearns. He's another freshman.
Okay.
And then we got 34, Keelan Hutchins, the sophomore.
I've got him, so I hate to say this, but if Stearns doesn't do anything, that won't stress me out. I won't have to find a place to put his numbers. Gavin Donovan drains the 3 here, so it's 58-36 now. We're not quite halfway through the third quarter. And San Juan has it in the offensive end, and Stearns up high off the glass, no good, and he should have a stat for that, so I am going to have to
work here.
I may have to, I don't know, is Andrew Nielsen on the bench tonight? If not, maybe I'll just use him as a placeholder for now.
But down there, and he's hiding down there. He's down there on the back
all
end,
right.
But
well, Urosic misses the 3 for the Jayhawks, and now scoring, I think, was number 14, Rorabaugh. So another offensive rebound for St. Joseph, and obviously the Jayhawks starting to get a lot of production here in the fourth quarter. As now for San Juan, it is Brig Palmer handing back to Baylor Nielsen, who missed what I think was going to be a 3. No good. Rebounded by St. Joseph. The ball flies out of bounds as they're in transition. I think a foul to San Juan here. And there you go. That's going to be on number 25 again. Again, sorry, Stearns, I remember, but we're going to give these stats to Andrew Nielsen temporarily.
Yeah, and I know sometimes it might not be the most exciting thing, when the JV kids get to come in, but, man, it's such a great opportunity for some of these younger
Right.
kids. They get to come in, get the feel for a varsity game, especially a varsity playoff basketball game right now. And so hopefully, you know, being able to do things like this pays dividends, you know, for the program here in a couple years. But, you know, it's always great to, you know, get all these kids involved. So.
Well, the Jayhawks with the basketball. There's a nice little drive. Lob is no good, though, for Gavin Donovan. And they steal the rebound away, so they'll get another offensive rebound. Here's a three out of the corner for Windsor. No good. They got their rebound, and another try, no good. So now San Juan gets this rebound. Running it down court, ball goes out of bounds, knocked out by St. Joseph. So with 3:30 to go, and the Broncos up still by 20 with the JV in the game, they will inbound. And it is Palmer. Well, you can't just call him by last name, but check it out. Randall Black drains the three, and it's always fun for the crowd. The crowd always gives the underclassmen lots of cheering when they come in and do stuff in a varsity game. So.
Lots of love.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Gavin Wolf with a nice spin to the bucket, but he doesn't get the roll, and it's almost as if he's talking to the basketball after he missed. San Juan got the defensive rebound, and I think Black may have thrown that off a Jayhawk leg just to get it to go out of bounds, and so San Juan will reset. 25 on the shot clock right now. Baylor Nielsen's going to put the three up there, no good. And they battle for the rebound on the near side. Couple of whistles here. Stearns got tangled up with Yarosik there, and he will be called for his second foul.
Got him a push. Man, I love the energy Max is gaming out here, though. He's not backing down from anybody. He's flying all over the place. That's awesome to see.
Yeah, the only time he backed down was when I think he realized that if they'd stayed tangled up, they were going to crash into the bench down there. So he let loose at that point. Here's Yarosik lobbing it inside to Gavin Donovan. Donovan spins in the lane, misses the shot, and is not able to get his own rebound. It looked like he was going to, but San Juan tips it away. Now here's Stearns, and he's going to be fouled as he goes up for the shot. So now he's got an opportunity to get on the stat sheet.
Yeah, good look down there, being able to get down low and get himself in position and draw the foul down there.
He may be discouraged to know that he's Andrew Nielsen on my stat sheet tonight, though.
Andrew might not be too discouraged.
No, Andrew's going to have some stats. Only in my iPad. Only in his dreams right now. So Stearns short on the shot, so he's still not officially on. Well, he is because he's got a couple fouls. So we'll see if he can get on the board with some points here. The crowd quiets down for him, and he does indeed drain the second of the two foul shots. So Max Stearns scores, and it's 62-38 for San Juan. They're going to be advancing through this first round as Gavin Donovan misses for St. Joseph. And are going to look to, I'll have to look and see if we've got a final yet tonight, but meanwhile, San Juan scores again. Keelan Hutchins. And the Broncos up 64-38. But, yeah, we'll have to take a look and see. This is going to be a bucket and a foul, it looks like, for Gavin Wolf.
Yeah, we're going to have three on Max Stearns. Heck yeah, Max. Keep racking those things up,
He's
man.
getting a full game of stats here in this.
That's what I'm saying.
These last few minutes.
He's not wasting any time.
3 fouls on the young man now. So
hey, if you're gonna get your opportunity, freaking go out there and take it. I love it.
He's gonna have to hustle to get. He'd like to finish with more points than fouls maybe in this game. But
hey, sometimes fouls are more important than points.
That's right. I'll tell you what. Hey, that speaks to my heart, Bobby, because as a hockey man, sometimes fights are more important than goals.
See, I feel that. I like that.
That's right.
It's a good mentality.
Yeah. Hey, it can change a game, you know.
It's true.
Your toughness level can change a game.
It's true. I know we've had a couple like that on the football fields where we've gotten flagged for a couple of hard hits, but the net effect of it was way better than what the penalty ended up costing us. So
yeah, that can last a season, man.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, the Broncos do commit another foul. Keelan Hutchings, and so Gunnar Windsor's at the line for St. Joseph, makes the first.
And we're going to make your job really hard now. Andrew Nielsen
I've kind of given up. That's brutal. Yeah, I've given up. I think it's just going to be what it is, I think, here is Windsor misses the second. San Juan gets the rebound. I can only hope that the time runs quickly now and helps me out. But
Andrew's
now
going to hit
the true Andrew Nielsen is in the game here, sporting the blonde hair. I know that's a trend. A lot of the boys have gone with the blonde hair. Oh, and here comes an Andrew.
You.
Oh, it was online, but no good on the 3 for Andrew Nielsen. That helps me out on my stat keeping here, but
I hope he shoots another one down there.
you hate me, I think. Here's a 3 for St. Joseph, no good. And let's see, that was a kid off the bench as well. That's Rorabaugh. That's a tongueful there. That's a mouthful, that kid's name. San Juan got the rebound. Broncos with it back in the offensive end. Under a minute now to go in this one. And the Broncos working on the perimeter. Underclassmen all out there now. JV, there's a nice little drive, and scoring is Andrew Nielsen, number 2, who actually truly does have 3 points now, Max Stearns.
There we go. Hey, he's matched his foul total. So.
And I'm sorry, is it Stern or Stearns?
Stearns.
Okay, so Windsor misses the 3. And am I to assume that he is the girls' coach's son?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, that is
and congratulations to the girls on that win over, I can't remember, was it American Leadership last night?
Or they played? I looked at it.
I'll have to look. That was a good win for them. And
yeah, that's
another one of
awesome.
the private academies. So yeah. There's a bucket. I didn't see who scored that. Was that
Keelan
Stearns
Hutchins.
again? Okay.
Keelan, yep. Keelan got that one.
He's got a couple buckets. That makes it 68-41. It's a miracle when I look up and see the score matches my iPad. There's going to probably be the last bucket of the game, and it couldn't be more appropriate. Declan Yarosik, who had such a hard time scoring in this game, comes on with 7 points in the fourth quarter for the Jayhawks, but San Juan wins in the opening round of the 2A Utah Boys State Basketball Tournament. Going away, and the JV played the entire fourth quarter on the way to a 68-43 final tonight. So San Juan will advance to the second round, likely against Draper APA. That's a problem. I got all these APAs and ALAs and in my head right now. I'll look and figure it out, though, because we want to get that correct, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the other teams in the 2A postseason as well. When we return, we'll look at some final stats from this game. We'll get a conversation with Coach Easton Nielsen, and we'll wrap it up and close it out. San Juan advances, the boys and girls, on to the second round in their respective state tournaments. Again, we'll take a break, and we'll return in just a minute. Stay with us. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lieutenant John Young with the San Juan County Sheriff's Office. Our job is to protect and serve those who live in this great county we call home. Youth are a very important part of our communities. It is normal for children to become more independent and mature as they get older, but parental involvement drops by half between the 6th and 12th grade when our kids need us the most. To help stay involved and connected with your children, just ask the 5 W's. Where are you going? What are you doing? Who will you be with? When will you be home? And will there be drugs or alcohol? It's not being nosy, it's being a good parent. So come on, San Juan County, let's do this.
Red Mechanical specializes in commercial and large residential projects, providing our customers in the Four Corners area with reliable mechanical services since 1989. What was once a local plumbing company based in Blanding has now completed projects all over the Four Corners area. Our goal is to provide outstanding service with the right solutions, using the latest technology to extend equipment life and reduce energy costs. Give us a call, come by, or visit redmechanical.com.
Since 2009, Blue Mountain Hospital has set the standard for rural healthcare, bringing excellence in healing, quality care, and inspired staff to San Juan County. We offer the county's only accredited sleep center, compassionate labor and delivery, top-tier emergency care, and flexible dialysis options. At BMH, our comprehensive services are delivered by a passionate team. Visit bmhutah.org to learn more. We can't wait to meet you.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School. It's the High School Hoops post-game show now as the San Juan boys defeat the St. Joseph boys 68-43 in round number 1 of the 2A Utah State Tournament. And I was correct. It was American Leadership Academy that the girls beat. They obviously have a tough draw in round 2 against Kanab, who I believe is number 2 in that girls tournament. I printed these brackets out, but I need a magnifying glass to read them. So Kanab is number 2. So obviously it's going to be a tough second round game. Again, we'll talk more about some of the other teams here in just a second, but want to just kind of wrap this up with some final stats tonight. And the Broncos shooting fell off a bit in the second half, but again, you had JV guys in for the entire fourth quarter, so you kind of have to take these stats now with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But the Broncos were 25 of 65 on the night for 39% shooting. And again, St. Joseph shooting came up, but they got most of their production in that fourth quarter ultimately against the San Juan JV. But they were 15 of 62 for 24% from the floor, 5 of 28 for 18% from beyond the arc. San Juan was 6 of 19 from three-point land for 32%. Bronco foul shooting outstanding tonight. They at one point were up near 77%, but they end the night 12 of 16 for 75%. Still really great. If they could shoot like that for the remainder of the year, foul shooting wise, that would be obviously a huge step in the right direction. And the Jayhawks finished the night 8 of 11 from the line for 73%. So their foul shooting was good as well. Wanted to mention the rebounding, and San Juan out rebounding St. Joseph tonight 48-36. I have 14 offensive rebounds for the Broncos and 12 for St. Joseph. And let's see, turnovers, St. Joseph 16, San Juan 14. 4 block shots for St. Joseph, 1 for San Juan, 11 steals for the Broncos, and 5 for the Jayhawks. And again, totally unofficial stats here. And we'll take a look at the individual scoring now. Started off with the Jayhawks. Gavin Donovan scoring in double digits with 14. Gavin Wolf also with 11 points for St. Joseph. 9 for Gunnar Windsor. 7 on the night for Declan Urosic. And it was a 2-point night for Dalton Rorabaugh off the bench. The 5 3-point baskets, 2 for Windsor, 1 each for Urosic, Donovan, and Gavin Wolf. For San Juan, 4 players in double-digit scoring tonight. Jagger Neves and Trip Palmer both with 14 points. That's if that bucket that you told me about is correct,
yeah.
It could be, we'll see. I mean, obviously my stats completely unofficial. But 11 points for Jake Ivins on the night. 10-point night for Cole Duke. So those are the 4 double-digit scorers tonight. It was a 5-point night for Jayton Knight. So many points. I might just have to start listing them here. Let's see. 4 for Keelan Hutchins. And 3 for Randall Black. 3 for, that would have been Max Stern, who I had to put in Andrew Nielsen's slot. 2-point night for Cash Palmer and Baylor Nielsen tonight. The 3-point baskets, there were 6 of them, and 2 for Cole Duke. Everybody else had 1. Jagger Neves, Jake Ivins, Jayton Knight, and Randall Black. So strong night offensively for San Juan, and we're joined now by Coach Nielsen. And Coach, I can put this closer to your face. The iPad was weird tonight, and my stats are, of course, unofficial, but you guys just continue to do, obviously tonight you have these guys outmatched pretty well, but you just continue to take care of business. You continue to play your best basketball. You continue to be strong defensively and rebounding-wise. You're doing the things you want to do down the home stretch here, and now you're headed to the second round of the state tournament.
Yeah, no question about it. Our goal is to get to Richfield. There's only one game that stands in front of us and doing that now. We're going to prepare as hard as we can for it. We believe that there's things we can do that will give us a good chance to go get a big road win on Saturday and get into Richfield. But, yeah, I mean, a lot of good things tonight. We set the tone on defense. That's where we made our best runs. rebounding the ball. I told our guys we need to get 50 boards tonight, and if we don't, it better be because they have a lot of turnovers or our shooting percentages are so high. Looks like we came close.
48, man. How about, and again, unofficial. I may have missed a couple.
And so, I mean, that was definitely a priority. It looks like they had quite a few turnovers, which helped us with that. But, yeah, I mean, right now it's all about just knowing, hey, we've learned a lot of lessons that have helped us play good basketball. Let's make sure we remember those and execute on the floor every night. The way we look at it, we got 4 games left to play with each other. We're going to have as much fun with those 4 games as we can.
Was there anything maybe you weren't a huge fan that you saw tonight that you'd want to work on before that second-round game?
Yeah. I mean, I just kind of felt like our mojo was a little bit off tonight, to be honest. You know, obviously, relative to opponents that we've seen recently, this one maybe isn't as strong as a lot of the, you know, the North Summits, the Moabs, and whatnot. And our mentality was good enough to come and make it so the game wasn't close, but in some areas I actually was hoping it would feel a little bit more positive than it felt. And so that's a focal point moving into tomorrow, is just getting everybody in the right mindset, ready to roll, so Saturday we can go have a lot of fun.
Yeah, when you're dealing with high school kids, how do you get them to remain robotic and just approach each opponent the same way with that same high level? I know that's asking a lot, man. Hey, you were a teenager once. I was about 800 years ago, so, you know. I mean, it's in some ways you just don't, you know. I mean, I tell my guys before every single game that I'm grateful to play with them. I love competing with them. Win or loss, I really don't care so much about that as much as I care about having as much fun with them as we can have. And I hope they feel that about each other, you know. Yeah. And so if we can keep our focus on the we factor more so than the me factor, and our guys will buy into that, then a lot of those things that could affect a mentality don't mean as much. I haven't had a chance to look. We're just assuming that you're going to play Draper APA on Saturday. What do you know about them?
Yeah, they got two little guards that are shooters, and they're not bad at all. One big, I forget his last name, his number's number 22. And those are their primary weapons. Those guys shoot a bunch of threes, and that's obviously a priority, is to be able to take away what they want to do. And so priority is going to be picking up 3 and 4, making sure that they're uncomfortable all night long, and rebounding the ball. You know, long shots bring long rebounds. Sometimes it's harder to control boards when they're long, so we have to make sure we get good position and we execute the little things, and then we'll have a chance to run away with that one as well.
You know, I was a little surprised to see that this St. Joseph team beat Draper APA a few weeks ago, or a couple, you know, end of January. So obviously the way you described it is a favorable matchup in the second round for you.
We feel that way, but I'll be honest with you, you know, whatever our matchup is, we approach it the same way.
Right.
I don't talk about other teams that we play any more than we have to.
Right.
I just like to talk about San Juan and what San Juan has to do to be at their best, whether we're playing them or Kanab. We feel like we got a chance to win every game. So at that point, it really just comes down to let's make sure San Juan's right, and if San Juan's right, we'll have a lot of fun. So,
you know, I think that's been a huge part of your success down the stretch here. I mean, there was an obvious turning point for this team, that gut-wrenching weekend that you guys had, 2 of probably the worst losses of the season for you guys. It's been a completely different team since that point, and the belief is there. You said tonight that maybe they lacked a little of that eye of the tiger that you've seen these past 4 games for sure, but 5 games. But, I mean, what a turning point for your season. That could have galvanized you guys for a state championship run.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when we look at our bracket, we look at the path that we've got to go. You know, our message to our guys was we got nothing but gratitude for what we've got to look forward to, because we have, you know, every team that's in our path is one we know we can compete with. And honestly, in the case of North Summit and a couple of these others, it's, you know, teams that we've even already beat and we've already competed with. So there's no question about whether or not we can make that run. But when you get into the playoffs, I mean, I've been there enough to know it's who plays the best on that day.
Right.
It is not the best team that wins it all. It's the team that plays the best. And so if we can be in a mind space and we can be in a spot where we're at our best, we're going to have a chance to win those games.
5 straight wins gives you a state championship. You got one in the books, Coach. Congratulations. We'll see you on Saturday. Have a great night. Enjoy this.
Hey, thank you.
That's Coach Easton Nielsen of the San Juan Broncos. His team takes down St. Joseph in round 1 of the 2A Utah Boys State Basketball Tournament tonight, 68-43. No updates have been posted, at least on the Deseret News website. I haven't had a chance to look on Max Preps yet, but just trying to locate a score on that Draper APA game, and I'm not receiving any texts or anything either, so we'll just have to report as it becomes available, but we're just assuming that the San Juan boys will be traveling up to Draper on Saturday afternoon. They're probably going to go up on Friday and stay overnight and be ready for a game at what we assume also is going to be 1 p.m. on Saturday afternoon against most likely Draper APA. And so that'll pretty much do it. We're done with the stats and everything. Good conversation with Coach Nielsen. And Bobby, I don't guess we'll have an opportunity to do a game together again this year, but that's okay. And it's nice that this was probably the final home game of the season for San Juan. Now they go out on the road in quest of a state championship, and 4 wins is all that stands in front of them at this point.
Yeah, and again, I mean, just you love the mentality they came in here with tonight. Just take care of business, get things done, don't mess around with it, execute. And again, it's just the same formula. Some people want to always know what the formula of success is, and it's usually boring and it's monotonous. It's the same thing over and over and over again, but that's what you got to do if you want to, be champion at the end of the year. And I think San Juan's kind of getting into that rhythm here. So,
well, it's been fun. It's been a fun year.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing it with me again, and I know we'll see you around and obviously on the football field again next year too.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. Well, thanks for having me on. It's
Absolutely.
enjoyable to do it, and wish I could travel a little bit more with you. Maybe down the road I can, but
no worries. And I know a lot of folks back home are going to be listening to our broadcast. Of course, once we get to the Sevier Valley Center, assuming that happens, then we lose the rights to broadcast any video there. I'm not 100% certain we're going to be able to get video for you on Saturday either, but we're definitely going to have the broadcast on Red Rock 92 Radio, and we will have a stream of some sort on StreamUtah.Live. But again, not 100% certain if that's just going to be audio with the sponsors flashing across the screen there or what that's going to be. I'm going to be flying solo, so we'll see what we'll be able to do there. And that really kind of lets you know what part the StreamUtah.Live guys play all season long. They've been such a huge help, and they're the ones who make the video happen. So whatever video you see, whatever crazy errors you see on the video, too, it's their fault, too. So I want to say thanks to all the guys involved throughout the season there. That's, of course, Lane Palmer, Caleb Carr, Cortland Lyman, and a host of others have helped us throughout the year as well, football and basketball. So this is the last time we get to join forces, unfortunately, so I'll miss them. But we continue on in the state tournament. Again, we'll get you the official opponent, official game time on the Sports Report on Red Rock 92. But the Broncos win it against St. Joseph here tonight, 68-43. We know that's official. That'll do it for us here tonight at San Juan High School. So we're going to thank the sponsors one final time during the close. We do thank you all. We could not do these broadcasts without our faithful sponsors, and so thank you very much. And again, listen for your name during the close. So we'll see you on Saturday. It's probably going to be a 1 p.m. tip time, a 12:30 start for the broadcast. And again, we'll update you on the officials on it. Until then, Rhett Sifford saying so long. Have a great rest of your Wednesday evening, high school sports fans.
High School Hoops is a production of Red Rock 92 Sports and StreamUtah.Live. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Bradford Tire, Blue Mountain Foods, Desert Rivers Credit Union, Colleen K's, San Juan School District Adult Education, Lee Collision Repair and Restoration, Primary Residential Mortgage, Energy Fuels, Emory Telcom, Four Corners Homes, San Juan Pharmacy, Utah State University Blanding, Creative Floors, San Juan Counseling, Holiday Construction, Red's Ace Hardware, San Juan Health, Northern Electric, Dependable Auto Repair, Precision Rehab, Red Mechanical, Flights Gymnastics, San Juan School District CTE Programs, Blue Mountain Hospital, Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage and Tailor-Made Monuments, San Juan Public Health, Crowley Construction, Jones and DeMille Engineering, San Juan Mortuary, Napa Motor Parts, Utah Navajo Health System, San Juan Credit Union, and Pick-a-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel. We're the home of live high school sports coverage in southeastern Utah, Classic Hits Radio, Red Rock 92, and StreamUtah.Live.